It is Thursday, December 5th, 2024. Welcome to this edition of Game On Hockey, a presentation of the Game Over Network. I am Graham Mosimann, where you can find your quick rip around the hockey world right here, right now, every weekday, wherever fine podcasts are sold. You can also find Hyperdrive Hockey, where a new episode will be coming out tomorrow. That'll be on the main Game Over Network feed or wherever else fine podcasts are sold. It's there you can dive into the minutia that we necessarily can't get into because we're doing your rip around the hockey world in 10 minutes or less. Today, though, we are going all in on the Four Nations face-off, as the rosters are officially out for all four teams competing, and a couple surprises, couple snubs, a couple, that's weirds. And we are going to start with Team Sweden, who will be led from the forward group by Victor Arvidsson from the Oilers, Jesper Bratt from the Devils, Leo Carlsson from the Ducks, Joel Eriksson Ek from Minnesota, Philip Forsberg of the Predators, William Karlsson from the Golden Knights, Adrian Kempe from the Kings, Elias Lindholm from Boston, Toronto's William Nylander, Nashville's Gustav Nyquist, Lucas Raymond from Detroit, Elias Pettersson from Vancouver, and Mika Zibanejad. Across that one, I think that's pretty much what you expect to get from a Swedish roster. It is fast skating, it is methodical, and it is pretty. There's not really a weak spot anywhere you can find it. Maybe on the Victor Arvidsson pick, as he's been injured for large chunks of this year for the Edmonton Oilers, so that's maybe one that's a little out of left field, but that's fine. It's fine. Good for you, Sweden. From the defense side, though, Rasmus Andersson from Calgary, Jonas Brodin from Minnesota, Rasmus Dahlin of Buffalo, Matthias Ekholm from the Oilers, Gustav Forsling from Florida, Erik Karlsson from Pittsburgh. Boo! Erik Karlsson sucks this year. Why are you wasting a roster spot on Erik Karlsson? Why? Blah. You could do better, Sweden. Victor Hedman from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, from the goaltending side, this is where the strength of Team Sweden really shows. You have Minnesota's Philip Gustafsson, Jacob Markstrom from the Devils, and Linus Ullmark from Ottawa. And Ullmark has had a rough go this season. Hasn't been the Linus Ullmark of old. And I think the answer for this one as to why is very simple. He went from playing with the Boston Bruins to the Ottawa Senators. Dramatic difference in quality from those two teams. I'll just say it, even though Boston hasn't had the best year. Defensively, much more stout than Ottawa is. So I think a big part of that and adjusting to new systems is why the adjustment for Ullmark has been a little tough this year. We move on to Suomi, Team Finland, as their forward group will be led by Sebastian Aho, Joel Armia, Alexander Barkov, Mikael Granlund, Eric Haula, Rupe Hintz, Capo Caco, interesting. Patrick Laine, hell yeah, let's go. Arturi Lehkonen, Anton Lundell, Eetu Luosterainen, Mikko Rantanen, and Teuvo Teravainen. I think a couple of people were surprised that Jesse Puljujärvi wasn't anywhere near this roster, but he's got like 5 points on the whole year, and he hasn't really impressed in any serious way. I think Jesse Puljujärvi will be lucky if he makes a World Championships team going forward. On the defense, this is where they're really looking all right. You got Juuso Välimäki. Okay, not great there. Maybe I started that sentence wrong. Rasmus Ristolainen, who has had a shockingly good season for the Philadelphia Flyers. Olli Määttä, Nico Mikkola, Esa Lindell, Miro Heiskanen, and Jani Hakanpää of the Maple Leafs, who has played 2 NHL games all season. Now, for the defense, or from the defense protecting the goaltenders, you got Kevin Lankinen, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and UC Saros. I think you look at these rosters, Finland so far firmly at the bottom. Sweden, you're number 3. Because when we get to Team USA, sickening. It's disgusting. From the goaltenders, we have Connor Hellebuyck, Jake Ottinger, and Jeremy Swayman. Only weak link there is Jeremy Swayman. Hasn't had an awesome year this year, but historically, he's Jeremy friggin' Swayman. He'll be awesome. On defense, it is also sickening as the player that has played worst for them this NHL season, Charlie McAvoy. So you got Charlie McAvoy, Zach Werenski, Quinn Hughes, Adam Fox, Jacob Slavin, Noah Hannafin, and this one was kind of surprised. I did wonder if Luke Hughes was going to get kind of a nod to have that like three Hughes brothers trio, because Luke Hughes, you take a look at his numbers for Detroit, for the New Jersey, really quality. Brock Faber from the Minnesota Wilds rounding up that defense. That is disgusting. You have every possible type of defenseman archetype you could want there, from crazy amounts of offense from Quinn Hughes. You have the staunch defender of Jacob Slavin. You got Noah Hannafin, who plays a great two-way game. Same with Zach Werenski. Team USA only gets more disgusting as they have JT Miller currently listed, unsure where he's going to be at as he's taken his leave of absence from the Vancouver Canucks, but JT Miller is on the roster. Then you have Jake Gensel, Austin Matthews, Vinny Trocheck, Matthew Tkachuk, Dylan Larkin, Jack Eichel, Brady Tkachuk, Chris Kreider, Kyle Connor. Brock Nelson's a weird pick here. Interesting Brock Nelson over someone like Cole Caulfield, but here we are. Jack Hughes, and then Matt Boldy, who's put up a really nice couple of seasons for the Minnesota Wild. That is disgusting. When you look at your top line, you can have Austin Matthews as your center on the wings with Jack Hughes and Brady Tkachuk or Matthew Tkachuk. Sickening. That's disgusting. Team USA, for my money, is absolutely the team to beat. We go now to Team Canada's roster, and I'll be honest with you, Friendo, I think this roster's a butt. I think Canada's going to get killed. Like, this, I don't think it's very good. As you have Sam Bennett, Anthony Cirelli, Sidney Crosby, awesome, Brandon Hagel, okay, Seth Jarvis, awesome, Travis Konechny, awesome, Nathan McKinnon, awesome, Brad Marchand, why? He's been awful this year, but okay. Mitch Marner, awesome. Connor McDavid, Braden Point, Sam Reinhart, and Mark Stone. I'm looking at a couple names there. Cirelli makes total sense. He's been unreal. Sam Bennett, it feels like you're trying to build like the perfect National Hockey League team, and you want Sam Bennett there as your fourth line center. This feels like a salary cap decision. Are you just gonna let him go out there and demo people? Is that the goal? Because if so, maybe that could be fun. Defense, Canada looking real sharp. Cale Makar, Josh Morrissey, Colton Parayko, Alex Pietrangelo, Travis Sanheim, who's had an unbelievable year with the Flyers this year. Shea Theodore, who popped in a couple goals last night for the Vegas Golden Knights, as well as Devon Taves. And then the goaltending, just a butt from top to bottom. Jordan Binnington, Aiden Hill, and Sam Montembeault. That sucks, y'all. That is bad. I don't think Canada's going to be good. If I were to rank the rosters right now, like, USA number 1 by a mile. I think you're going to go Team Sweden's number 2 and Canada's number 3. And then Finland's number 4. Like, that goaltending and a couple of those defense choices are baffling. So, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll be wrong, and Team Canada will go out and just rip shit and be awesome. Who can say? We also have gone through our entirety of our show, by the way. That is it. Those are your rosters for game... for Game on Hockey, a presentation of the Game Over Network. The Four Nations Face-Off gets underway on Hockey in February. Sorry about that crossover audio. I had a thing come up for us real quick. For tonight on the NHL schedule, there will be a handful of Game Overs, including Game Over Winnipeg, Game Over Ottawa, Game Over Montreal, Game Over Calgary, and Game Over Edmonton, as all those teams are in action. That'll wrap us up here. Your look at the world of hockey in 10 minutes or less on the Game Over Hockey Network. I'm Graham Mosimann. We'll see you here tomorrow, where we'll talk about something other than the Four Nations Face-Off rosters.